Are we recording?
Yes. Hello. In Adele voice.
Hello. It's me.
How's your Friday going?
Friday. Oh yeah, because we drop now on Fridays.
If
If y'all weren't paying attention, we drop on Fridays now, or we're gonna at least continue trying our best to drop on Fridays. No, we're dropping on Fridays now. No, I'm putting that pressure on us.
Consistently drop on Friday.
We're dropping on Fridays. So yeah, how are y'all enjoying your Friday? Your lunch break or whatever. Maybe you got off work early. I don't know. Are you listening to my voice? Is it soothing to you? That's how the podcast be sometimes. They be like, are you driving in the car and you're on the road and you hear the little meditation ones and you hear the creak. You hear the creak in the background. Imagine you're on a hike and you're surrounded by butterflies. Now let's stop and be sleep on it. They're gonna be knocked out. How y'all doing?
Let us know if that's a thing that we need to do.
It's been I don't even know what's been going on. It really started on Sunday, which is always crazy to me when y'all act up on the Lord's Day, because to me that's the day you should just act right. That's the day you should at least try to keep it in order, not the day you decide to just come out the gate, But we'll get to that. How have you been? How was your week? How was everything for you?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everything's been good. Just working, saving. Oh, I went to go see Cat Williams.
How was that? Oh yeah, I saw you post that, and I know you talking about that. It
was really good. Okay. It was really good.
Was he funny?
He was really funny. He came out. He had on like a red coat and a black fur collar around it. So very much him.
I was gonna say sharp in his own way.
Very much him. Sharp in his own way. Lunel was there.
Oh,
so she was good. Okay. What's the guy's name from Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Mark Cooper.
Oh.
The main guy?
Yeah. I didn't know that was his name.
Let me make sure. I want to verify, but I'm pretty sure he.
Okay, I'm not being disrespectful, but
no, I'm trying to make sure. Comedian. Let me make sure. Oh, Mark Curry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So not Cooper. I knew it was Mark something. Okay,
yeah.
Curry. Mark Curry. We're sorry, Mark Curry.
So he was there, and then also it was a bunch of other comedians. They were really great.
Okay.
So they all opened for him, and then he did a really good job. So it was really fun. Other than the fact that it rained all night, that was probably the only bummer.
Okay.
But let me move this way because the logo's in my face.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really good. Okay. That's all I did for real. Chill, watch Power. Are y'all watching Power?
Girl, we can unpack that if we want.
Girl,
we can take a pit stop and unpack that because I didn't know you watched Power like that. So
yes.
We can unpack it.
Let's unpack Mary J. Blige outfit.
Shout out to her. She just turned 50?
Yes.
So shout out.
I done clapped all in the mic, and I'm sorry for that.
Go Mary,
go Mary, go Mary. I love her. I love her. Every time I see a thigh-high boot, I think of her.
And she said that's her thing. I saw an interview, and she was like, "That's just my thing." She was like, "I don't even know
Let
how many pairs I have."
I love that.
And she looked good. She looked good.
Good.
She don't look like what she been through. Okay,
I know that's right, and that's the most important part.
Look like what you been.
So, what you think about Power? Let me just say this.
I don't even know where
Let's
to start.
Let's go down all the characters.
I don't even know where to start because it's just like I'd be so. As much as this man irked my nerves, shout out to 50 Cent. I had to give the man his props. I'm gonna give him his flowers on the Power universe because he was in his bag, and the other person I forgot. The lady who Courtney Kemp. Kemp. Shout out to her as
well.
Black woman. Yeah, like that. They really the acting, the writing, the location, the everything. Like y'all did that.
Now I will say that this season is much better than last season.
You think?
What's going on with that?
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I think last season this is not shade, but it's just,
Mhm.
you know, like me being a viewer.
Mhm.
But I think last season you could tell they were kind of like figuring out their way. Because
Mhm.
I also feel like this season Mary J. Blige acting is better.
Mhm.
Because at first it was kind of giving, you know how Beyonce act robotic a little bit? Like it was giving that to me. Like she just read the lines. It wasn't real fluid to me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But you could tell this season she's better. Like I feel like she acts with a lot more emotion.
Mhm.
And then everybody else is just so good. Like I just feel like they're
Except that one nigga.
talking about the cousin Zeke. No, we praying for him. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I don't know. It's like I don't know if he is just like that. He's talking like that because he's supposed to be this dumb athlete, like this clueless athlete.
I think so.
Or if that's really how that man really talks.
I can't wait to see him in some other stuff.
I need to see him in an interview or something because every time he opened his mouth, I just be like,
they definitely casted everything perfectly.
No,
perfectly. Like when it was made clear to me that that's what his role was in the show, I was like,
no, he's the clueless dumbass athlete. He's the clueless dumbass
perfect
athlete.
For that.
Like dumb.
Perfect.
Just like dumb.
So Mary J. Blige, I'm kind of getting mad at her because I feel like she should have just went on and told Zeke the truth. And now if you ain't been watching Howard, it's gonna be a spoiler.
Sorry,
alert.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
But I feel like she should have just went on and told him the truth that light skinned nigga was his daddy. Because now, if he's supposed to be her like backup plan or whatever, however that works out, if he finds out, which he's gonna find out because it's TV, when he finds out that she's lying, he's gonna be pissed.
And once he finds out that homeboy Tahada, what's his first name? I can't even remember. Tahada, nigga. He found out he
the nigga that's been in jail the whole time.
Give a fuck either. So
because he already don't really like him like that. Like he don't
he don't really know the story.
Well, no, he don't. Well, he definitely don't know the story, but he think that that's just her nephew.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't even think he really know him because on one of the scenes she was like, "You remember my nephew Zeke? You met him before." He was like, "No, I don't think I have."
Yeah. But you think, I don't know. I'm not in the streets, so I don't know. But you think just because he's family, he'll be a little bit more like welcoming. You know what I'm saying?
Not if he ain't never met him, because you got to probably think before he went into jail, Zeke probably wasn't around. He's
probably a damn kid.
I'm saying he probably wasn't around as much because you got to think if they don't know that Zeke's her son, that means Zeke was somewhere else getting raised by somebody else. Because
I mean, true, but the way they make it seem, hell, I ain't never heard nobody say, Zeke at his mama's house.
It was probably
he always said his house.
It's always a grandma somewhere off in the cut that but it's a lot of missing pieces that we probably gonna end up figuring out. But
very good show.
Mary J. Blige character.
Very much happy about that.
I love to hate her, but I love her too, because it's like I know she wants the best for her kids, but I know she also is trying to do what's best for herself.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a hard one to almost choose, because it's like whose happiness is more important.
I mean, yes. Does she really want the best for her kids?
I think
I often feel torn about that. I think she doing the best that she can, and sometimes we gotta understand that with our parents,
what she got.
Yeah. Sometimes what our parents think is best just isn't what's best. Because, why would you not? Why would you I guess still enable your kids to be in the life if you trying so hard to get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Kane is fucking crazy.
But he's Tariq. Shout out to Woody.
Yeah. Tariq is
that nigga. As much as I love to hate,
I'm actually rooting for him.
I'm always rooting for Tariq.
Like this season, I'm rooting for him.
After I got over the fact that he got himself in this shit and he killed his dad, and I accepted Tariq like this shit, I was like, you know what? I'm rooting for Tariq.
He does this shit well.
I'm rooting for Tariq. I want the nigga to win.
Yeah.
When that nigga went to jail, I genuinely felt bad. I was like, they really got my nigga Reek.
Yeah, I know he was gonna figure out a way to get out of it.
He was like, just where you belong, little nigga.
I said, damn, he really put that in the envelope.
He hate that nigga. He said, just where you belong, little nigga.
No, but when he got Mary J. Blige together in the car before,
he said, you need me.
He said, you need me. And then he broke down everything everybody else was doing wrong.
Read her rights.
as he should have, because she needed that shit.
He said Drew up there fucking that nigga who can't keep his mouth shut.
Drew still fucking that gay nigga that snitched. Ooh. Yeah, that hurt her feelings because she thought she had everything together.
Oh, and when she found out Diana, then
yeah, and not only that, she found out Diana took the money, so she killed that black man for no reason. And she was the one who got her dad out of jail. Baby, she threw with Diana. That's why she be
Diana threw with her.
Well, yeah,
Diana threw with all of them.
But you can't be through with somebody when you need them. You can't be. She ain't through with their ass.
Well, they say mama. That's what I said. Deep down, I think she really do love them, but it's just so much shit that's going on that's attached to shit, and it's just so much. Yeah, they are a hot mess. Yeah. So let's get to Lauren, Miss Bougie Bougie.
I don't like her.
I can't stand her,
and I don't know why he keep like. I'm glad that now he's not really talking to her anymore, but I don't know why they tried to play that on for so long. It reminds me of the situation with Ghost and Angie.
I think that's what it was supposed to be. I think what all this is supposed to be like.
Yeah, I think that's that thing. But the difference with her and Angie is like that girl ain't gonna never understand what he's doing. Like even now, he done been arrested for murder and like all these rumors going around. She still don't believe nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even taking it upon herself to Google this nigga.
Not really.
Nothing.
She's like I met his sister.
Like nothing. And she gave him the keys to her damn brother apartment.
Her damn brother apartment at that.
He not dead. She said he on drugs or something.
Wrong show, sorry.
So like I guess whenever he comes back, get his shit together, he be saying that, but he don't ever come back. So her parents just keep the apartment, but like she let Carrie bamboozle her ass into having that damn wire and that watch.
I can't stand that bitch.
Like
I just want to look at me, and I know y'all can see in my face. I can't stand her. I ain't never liked her. Like from day one, I have never liked her. She's snake. She a snake. Like she a sex addict. Like the people said. She a snake. I don't want to ever shame no woman, but she ain't even like a good sex addict. Like you ain't having sex to have sex. You be having sex to fuck people's lives up. Like what kind of shit? Like she really don't make no fucking sense.
She really don't be having sex to fuck nobody life up. She just find herself fucking people that's too like closely connected. She need to stop fucking niggas on her job.
Fucking people life up. Like
that's what her problem is. She need to stop having sex with people on her damn job. She didn't have sex with the detective dude. That's why he got such a hard on to figure out or to like include her in the investigation. She fucking Zeke. She was fucking the professor nigga.
Like she about to fuck the politician. He didn't been nice to her
2 times. Now she finna start liking him. Like that's my problem with her. And then I don't know why she all of a sudden like want to channel her inner like white hat like on Scandal. And try to put Tariq behind bars, like girl,
because you
need to watch out for he your
ass. She knows she part of the problem, and she don't want to take responsibility for that.
No, but it's gonna crumble because when Method Zaddy,
let's give it up for the R&B king of the world. Let's give it up.
When he went to her apartment and was like, well, I'm finna tell them that Lauren is the witness or whatever. Yeah, he finna mess shit up. Yeah. So yeah, let's do our bring the beat in instead.
Bring the beat in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this one started because I know the world, everybody saw this at this point. I was watching it live in action. Like I had went to Aldi, did my little Sunday grocery shopping, got my little
love Aldi.
Got home just in time to tune in to church. I was like, I'm gonna tune in to church today. Give me a word, give me a sermon. Start my week off. Really try to tune in and, work on myself and just really listen to the word of God. Mm-hmm. So I tuned in to Transformation Church. And everybody knows that Transformation Church is pastor. Well, it has many pastors, but the main head pastor is Pastor Michael Todd. And he starts off, really good, really, his normal sermon, passionate, giving the correlations, the girl, all the references, the imitations. I'm like,
he said, girl,
he be doing imitations sometimes.
Oh, okay.
When he be talking about how girls will talk about how they single, or they'll be like, I've been praying and fasting and I can't still find a man past what I'm supposed to do. And he'd be like, you're supposed to read your word.
Oh, for real? He'd be doing his hands and stuff like that.
Jessica, I'm not doing this with you today. And I was sitting there and I was getting my word, and I was actually texting my friends because we was all watching, different online services and flipping, kind of watching transformation. And so I'm, doing things, kind of listening and, cleaning and listening. And I kind of hear him start to talk about the story of the blind man and Jesus spitting on him and things of that. I'm like, okay, cool. Heard the story before, but, that's the Bible. You won't hear the same stories in different interpretations, different ways. And, he was just talking. The next thing I know, he called somebody out the crowd. I'm like, okay. He always calls people up on stage to do little demonstrations. He a real hands-on preacher.
We see.
And next thing I know, he's like, and Jesus spit. And he was like, oh. And I was like, okay. All right. I was like, but he is Pastor Michael Potts. I'm like, he a little dramatic. So maybe he gonna spit in his hand. He got a guy standing on stage, but he just gonna just spit in his hand to show the action. Like, this is how Jesus' interaction was. He spit in his hand, and then cool. But no, he was like, yeah. And then Jesus put his spit on the blind man, and he proceeds to take all these. And he spit in his hand maybe 4 or 5 times. It was multiple, and it wasn't no. It was a.
It's the fact that he had did his hand like
and he swirled it around y'all, and then he proceeded to take it and put his other hand like it was lotion and smear it on this man's face. And when I tell y'all, I stopped what I was doing. I stopped what I was doing immediately, and because I almost got sick.
What was the man's reaction?
He was just standing there. Now let me tell you who really is the R&B king. That man. Because I might have had they would have seen a boxing match on the YouTube live.
The spit will never touch me.
He probably didn't even know it was gonna happen.
Once you see somebody do this,
he did it. His eyes was closed. He told him to close his eyes. Because the man was blind, so he was supposed to act like, he was blind. So he told him to close his eyes, but he heard him. But again, I'm not gonna think, because who gonna really think they're gonna go to church on you wake up like singing your Kurt Franklin, you imagine me being free.
Y'all, I'm sorry, that's just crazy.
And then you go to the church and you get called up.
That's just crazy. And I think he's one of those pastors that just does stuff for attention. I do. And
at first, I didn't think nothing was wrong with it. That's the part that got me. At first, he did not think nothing was wrong with them. People in that crowd was like, oh my gosh. He was like, no, see, some of y'all would turn away from Jesus in this moment. He really tried to and I never want to attack nobody who feel like they've been called by God to preach or nothing, because I don't know what that sounds like. I didn't get that calling, so I don't know what conversation, whatever. But I will say that it is extremely important who we take messages from, who we internalize things from, who we apply morals to our lives and our lifestyle from, because a lot of y'all know doggone well, no matter who and what it was, you ain't gonna let no first of all, that's disgusting. Spitting on somebody is one of the most degrading things you can do to another human being. Because you spit on the ground.
I mean, that man not stupid. That man is a grown ass. Ooh. He is a grown ass man. He's a grown ass pastor who knows that this is being taped and live streamed and everything else. So that's why I said I think he's publicity stunt? I think he's just one of those people who does shit for attention. And he's kind of like extra, which most pastors are. So that's not out of the ordinary. Hell, we live in Birmingham. We used to extra pastors. But what I'm saying is, even those extra pastors would spit in their hand and then wipe it on nobody's face.
I don't want to throw no shade or nothing, but why the pastors always doing the most
I don't know.
And if y'all didn't hear me, then don't worry about it. But if you heard me, so
the math is mathing, because it's 1 + 1 is 2.
But no, really, when you look at it, the ones who be accurate, they be having that same.
It's adding up. But I don't know. I think because he's also the one who a few weeks ago, one of those clips of him on a some talk show or whatever went viral, and he was saying that the reason why marriages don't work out nowadays is because when people are dating, when they see red flags in their relationship, they just leave the relationship instead of trying to work it out. And he was saying people shouldn't do that because when you're in your marriage and you have problems, you can't just leave. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, I understand what he was trying to say. I think he was just trying to say that people don't try to solve things within their relationships. But he's also one of those people who said that domestic violence isn't like a deal breaker in your marriage. So I just want to be very clear,
Exactly,
y'all, when we follow these pastors and we always talking about going to their church and
buying their books.
And I'm one of those people, like, I used to watch his sermons a while ago, like when he first started getting popular. Now he does have a very vibrant personality, and I think the man is gay. So I really don't want me to say that, but he's giving very much a queen. He's giving very much one of the girls. He giving very much. Okay, it's giving very much. It is. And so I thought that even when I first started watching him, because his mannerisms and stuff are just very like feminine. Like when most men imitate women, they just like say something, but you really up here like going for the gusto. So I don't know.
Not going for the gusto.
And he is. Just like he did when he spit in that man's face. Because why the hell is you doing that? Sarah Jakes Roberts would never.
I just no, and when I tell you people was dragging him, everybody,
and they should.
Jamel Hill was tweeting, everybody was, white preachers, Catholic preachers, everybody, they was coming out. I was like,
because that's crazy.
But when that man did that, like, and when I was watching it live, I just was like, I texted in a group, I was like, this man spit on this man, and they thought I was lying. Ooh. I bind it up.
Yeah, we do bind that up. We come against that right now.
Don't let these preachers tell y'all begin y'all to do stuff that go against y'all morals and dehumanize y'all.
It's like them preachers that go viral and they're like, yeah, well, I have to sleep with everyone in the church or just be doing crazy stuff and your stupid ass following them.
You know who they really remind me of? You know them late night BET commercial pastors who be like, they be having the people with the oil, and they be like, I got after Pastor Brian rubbed the oil on me, I got a check for $5,000 in the mail.
They gonna had a little spring water in a packet, and they be
for
like,
$9.99 plus shipping and handling.
I'm just gonna give them a little bit. All they need is a little bit. All you need is a little bit to get your blessing.
That's exactly what they remind me of. Except instead of them selling spring water, they selling books and handbooks to go with the books. Because why would you do that?
Stop it. Work on your personal relationship with
personal,
the Lord.
Personal.
Okay?
Read the Bible for yourself. You
ain't got to tell nobody else about it. Now, if you still like that little flamboyant spitting in their hand and putting on me and face man, then that's on you, boo. I'm sure everybody in the church ain't finna leave because they know him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
everybody has to do something that they don't like.
He was bragging about all the folks that was giving their souls to Christ, and it was in double digits. So these folks gonna steal. All I say is, look, just pick and choose what works for you, and read. Don't be afraid to research for yourself.
Yeah,
and read different translations, and like I said, work on your relationship with God for yourself, because some folks ain't trying to help folks really.
Not even some, a lot of them.
A lot of people, they use God for clout. They use Jesus for clout. They use the Bible for clout. They use the church for clout, because that's really low key the easiest clout to get, because most people are believers of some sort. So,
especially with black folks, we got a sore spot for the Lord. That's why y'all be so quick to take Kanye back every time he do something. Like he wasn't just having a MAGA hat on. I ain't forgot.
I'm not gonna act like I don't be bumping.
He crazy as hell too.
I just look.
He crazy as hell.
Somebody jab night.
I mean, some of us slept. A lot of us don't.
Jab night.
That's how I feel. Okay. The beat that I'm bringing in is something that's been brought in before and regifted.
Porsha. We talked about this before.
We did.
It keep.
Porsha.
I am just. What she said, I am disgusted. Somebody need to talk to her, because if I talk to her, I'm gonna hurt her feelings.
Y'all, okay, so Simon bought Porsha Bentley.
Did he buy it?
Beautiful.
Did he buy it for a Porsche?
Well, we don't know.
That's really the real question.
He didn't buy it for a Porsche, but he gave it to Porsche this time. So he bought her a Bentley, and everybody's been talking about it on the Shade Room because it looks like the exact same Bentley that he gave Fallon when he was married to her. Like literally down to the color
of the interior,
the design, like the color on the outside, everything is the same car.
It looks exactly.
How do you feel about that? Like if a man, and then too, that was his wife, so it wasn't just like a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
His fiance. Porsha's his fiance.
No, but I'm saying Fallon was his wife.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that was just his girlfriend or whatever. How you feel about like somebody regifting something like that and giving it to you?
I don't want nothing. Wow, that came out crazy. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing you've given to somebody before. I don't care what it is. Like, I don't want no jewelry, no bag, no shirt, no jacket, no nothing. I don't just, because to me, that's no effort. That's literally no effort. It's like, I got this shit laying around here.
Yeah.
You know? That don't mean you even want me to really have it. It's just like, you got it, so you're giving it away. Like, y'all going through the divorce. The divorce, went through. You got the car.
Yeah.
And now you're giving it to Porsha.
I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it does look like a different car, but I wonder why he always gets orange. You see how?
But that could be the light in the sun.
You can't tell whether like it's the same make or not, but it's definitely like similar for real.
Again, why? And why? Like again, no. It's like
this one got different rims. Let me see how that is.
Well, you can make minor changes to a car.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's not the exact same car, but if you bought two black Altimas and you gave one to your old wife and now another one to your new wife, I feel like unless that's specifically what she said.
You know what this is, and I hate to say this, but you know what the rumors be?
What
about them African men? The multiple wives.
Oh.
So maybe he multiple wives, and he got a lot of kids. This is about to be his fourth marriage.
Oh wow! I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think Porsha care.
I think at this point, Porsha in it for she know he gonna make her happy because he got the money. She got her baby. She don't want no more kids. She 40 now. Not saying that you can't have kids later than that, but I just Porsha don't take me as a person who
please don't have no kids with old ass man.
Look,
he don't need no more kids.
And yeah, so can I be honest? So I've been watching Porsha's show.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
As a fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I actually was a fan of Porsha because she was one of the younger.
Porsha on the show.
She was one of the younger ones.
She's always giving.
Body look good.
Yeah,
fat.
Yeah,
wigs gonna be laid down. Look, she just, she always been to me a cool person. Like I felt like if I had,
she always funny.
Yeah, she just seemed real down to earth. But
I can't get it. It's like the same curl be in my face. Go on. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But it's just Porsha on Housewives of Atlanta is not the Porsha I've been seeing on Porsha's Family Matters.
Okay, so now that I've seen how she acts on Porsha Family Matters, now some of the stuff that they say about her on Housewives makes a lot of sense.
Like what?
Like when they say that she deflects or like she always makes herself the victim, stuff like that. That's pretty true because in a lot of the disagreements that she's been having with her family, like the one on the episode the other day with her cousin, and her cousin was telling her that Dennis told her that she said something about firing her.
Yeah, to let her go. Yeah. So Porsha told Dennis to let her go.
Yeah. So when she confronted Porsha about that, instantly, like, she got offended. And then she was like, well, you weren't even there for me when I was in an abusive relationship. And her cousin was like, I was in college. Like, she probably wasn't even working for her then.
And she was like, you're the older cousin.
Yeah. And then she was like going off to the production people, like behind the scenes or whatever, like saying that she was tired of her family doing that. But it just seems to me that she grew up really, really spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Because her dad was who he was, and like she was the grandchild of a civil rights icon, in Georgia and wherever. She was just spoiled. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't seem like people really hold her accountable.
Yeah, she don't know how to take no type of accountability.
Anytime somebody says something to her, she's like offended. They coming for her. You know, she's trying to fight. They in the wrong. She can't never see anything that she did wrong. And yeah, I think that's overall her problem.
To me, first of all, this whole thing, that whole the whole trip to Mexico part, was very much so unnecessary and never should have happened. Because first of all, why is your assistant at a family retreat?
Why is your and then your assistant getting into it with your family?
Like, again, why is your assistant at the family and even if your assistant got to be with you at the location, why they
hopping in family? Maybe?
Why they on the show? We ain't never see Kamora Lee Simmons assistant sitting at the same table, just kicking it up with the family.
I mean, we might have. She was probably being mean to them too, but they weren't finna jump in her mess.
Like it was just. I feel like what was the auntie saying? She was like, "This is not my family." That's what I feel like. I'm like, why you got these folks who ain't got nothing to do with none of this?
I hate that too. It always comes to blows. Like with her,
because Porsha like to fucking fight.
I know, but it's like that's ghetto.
Porsha want to be ghetto.
You know what I'm saying?
Porsha want to be ghetto.
I think so. I don't know. What
Porsha want to be ghetto,
but it's no excuse why you should ever come to blows with your baby daddy mama. Like and
she deserves her ass whooped for that. That was unnecessary because at the end of the day, that's the elder.
At the end of the day, like with your family there and y'all out of town, y'all on vacation out the country, it's no argument should ever result in you trying to put your hands on a man that was gonna be your husband, mama. Like either just walk away from the damn argument, or it's your show. Hell, have her security escort her home. Yeah, like but. I don't feel like you should ever be coming to blows with somebody like that. And then I know he's stepping in because that was his mama, but still, like, I feel like he should have been stepping in to maybe like stop it. It seemed like he was stepping in to like fight for his mama, which I can't blame him. Yeah. But it's like that whole situation is just very much ghetto. Like it should never come to something like that.
And then Storm, the other little cousin.
Oh,
she was doing too much.
She was doing a lot.
She was doing a lot.
And I'm pretty sure that he probably really did try to talk to her.
He probably did.
It seemed like he kind of like one of those guys.
He probably that nigga own little crew nightclubs, and they walk around. They have little young little young girls walk around little shorts.
I mean that ain't unlike people here we know in Birmingham who own little nightclubs and have girls walking around. They in little shorts.
What's that TikTok? You're not scammers. These girls, you're whores.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not all of y'all. Not all of y'all.
No, not all of y'all. But I do know of people who be sleeping with business owners thinking that that's gonna like get them on or whatever, and it don't get you nowhere. Please stop fucking these old ass men, and then you don't get nothing out of it. At least get you a regifted Bentley like Porsha.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm holding out for the real big balls. I'm not about to be wasting my time with these little nickel and diamonds. These nightclubs ain't gonna be open next year. Most of these nightclubs ain't gonna be open next year. I'm sorry to say that because I don't want to shit on black businesses, but y'all hire these young girls who ain't got no type of customer service, who don't know how to do basic math, who don't know how to talk to nobody, and they got badass attitudes. Like a lot of these clubs that just opened up over the pandemic got horrible ass reviews. And that's why they be posting all the time, like this deal, that deal, come here for this night, do this, because they need your business, because the bitches they done hired is rude as fuck.
And then when you get there, they don't even honor it. And we ain't gonna call no names.
Oh, it's so many places in Birmingham. Like y'all don't see us out because we're not giving our service to these motherfuckers. Like I refuse. I don't care if it is a black business. I don't do rude business.
That's true. Now it's not everywhere, but it is a few select places that's like. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. But back to answering the original question of how would you feel if somebody regifted you like an old gift? I think it would depend on the gift. I ain't gonna lie. It would depend on the gift. Well, no, I said I wouldn't want no gift. I said I wouldn't want no gift, but the more I think about that car.
See, this is the thing too. It'd have been different if the internet didn't know about the gift. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because now I feel like it's embarrassing
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know the only thing that she gonna get online or he gonna get online and say is, you wish you had a Bentley, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. But like, it just looks corny.
Yeah.
It looks corny. Like, at least get her something different. Yeah. But that's why, like, before when we were talking on here, like, that's kind of some old nigga shit. Like, oh, I already got this car or shit. Like, I like orange, get it in orange. Like, sometimes men don't really be thinking. They just be doing shit. And so, yeah. He probably didn't even realize that until now that that's going viral.
That man ain't that stupid. That man, I really low key think that's the same car. I think he might have put a little matte coat on top. Probably change them rims out. You can really make y'all seen Pimp My Ride? You can make a car look fucking different. Okay, you can change that thing up, give it a fresh new paint, and make it look like a. I bet you she gonna do that. I bet you she gonna do that. Like if she comes back to Housewives and we see that car, watch that interior and stuff be different. Well, she's not gonna be on this new season. Not the new season, but if she comes back or whenever she does, I think they'll have a marriage special. Probably. Yeah. Watch next time we see that car. Watch it be different. Yeah, I bet it will. She gonna get the seats and stuff changed. Because why would you even do that? Why would you even ride around Atlanta and then everybody know that your man that got that car for another bitch? Like, that's like your man if he took Fallon ring from her and then gave her Fallon ring. Yeah. Why would you do that? Yeah. Somebody still don't sit right with me. It's like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know how it's like some shit you just be like. I think it's all kind of a like thing, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So I'll give them a marriage special and maybe like 5 years. They'll probably be divorced. I don't even give them 5. Yeah, if that. Because Porsha won't Dennis. She does. She's not over that. She just can't get past the embarrassment. That's what a lot of people, that's why a lot of people break up when they get cheated on, because it's not because they don't want to be with the person, it's because the embarrassment. Like they don't, she that's why everything is so nitpicky. She wanna say some shit about everything the man do. And it's probably not even like the cheating per se, because women take men back for cheating all the time. It's just the fact that he cheated out loud. Yeah. Like Atlanta is actually pretty small. Yeah. And then the people who run in those circles and know everybody. And then when you're him and they know you with Porsha, everybody watching you. And she was pregnant. And she pregnant. So it's like, of course, everybody know, like, you're cheating on her out loud. Everybody know you fucking around. You know what? I now it's like she probably feel like if she took him back, she would look stupid. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably a part of it. But after all this hell she raising, she might as well. I'm just like I'm curious to see in the next 5 years what's this gonna look like. Just only because this is a whole lot, and I think it's a whole lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Because I feel like there's so many conspiracy theories. Because I really feel like she's just trying to get some money for that man, and then a couple years gonna go by and her and then it's gonna be back together. That's what I'm saying. Like I think this is a whole like I don't want to call her a gold digger because she really don't need his money. You know what I'm saying? But I do think this is just kind of like her way of having a different storyline, but still being relevant. Like she's still on the network. She got her book out. She got a new house. She moved her mom in her old house. She got a regifted Bentley. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of whatever else. And in the process, got each other names tatted on each other. And then don't do that. Can we pause? And can we talk about that, because it was somebody else who got their boyfriend's name tatted on them. Talking about Summer Walker on her face. Summer Walker, and then there was somebody else today I seen going viral who got their boyfriend name tatted on them like 4 different times. 4 different times? Yes. I go to the shade room. The most I would ever do. Let me see if I can. The most I would ever do as far as a matching tattoo is maybe like we get the same. Like Amaretta. I don't know if you know who that is. Amaretta. She was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this past season. She's like really pretty. Let me see if I can find a picture. Girl, people still watch Love and Hip Hop. Me, I'm keeping them lights on. I watch every season of Love and Hip Hop faithfully. I be seeing her go viral on Instagram all the time. I mean on tips on Twitter rapping. Oh, she's pretty. Yeah, she's pretty. I don't remember that. She's pretty. But yeah, she got the nigga name tatted on her 4 different times. Oh, that's stupid. Why do y'all do that?
The only thing I would do as far as like a matching tattoo is maybe like if we decided to get like a picture or something, like if you wanted a music note and I get a music note, if you got the
like very much Jay-Z and Beyonce of it all, like
something
but
small.
I'm not getting no names. I'm
Girl,
not. And then I tweeted this out and then nobody retweeted, but I think it was a good line. Y'all be tagging these men name on y'all, and then when they treat y'all like property, y'all be looking crazy. And y'all be like, why he treat me like y'all like, why would you do that? I'm never gonna tag nobody's name on my body because I don't belong to nobody.
Yeah, people give away too much power too fast. Cause a lot of them niggas, they ain't even did nothing to prove that they deserve that kind of like treatment. They be doing stuff like that and they been together 2 months. Very much ghetto. Okay, so while we're talking about marriages, let's talk about Meagan Good and DeVon Franklin.
She back in the streets, Miss Good if you're nasty.
Okay,
Miss Good if you're nasty.
Yeah. She need to sell them shirts.
I would buy one Miss Good if you're nasty.
I was kind of surprised to hear that they got a divorce.
I was because they a couple years back were very much the poster for a good, healthy, millennial Christian marriage. They when they met each other, they I think abstained from having sex until they got married, and they were saying how it's the best sex they've ever had, and how they've written all these books, done these tours, and they're getting a divorce.
So what I was telling Albany before we started, I know a lot of people, I feel like they speculate that she is the reason why they've gotten a divorce, because now that this show is coming out,
her show Harlem,
which is actually really good.
It is good.
I finished it.
Yeah, it's a good ass show.
Amazon, and it got that fine nigga in it,
Tyler Lipley. But he dated Miracle Watch. Shout out to them.
And she's beautiful. She fine too. So I'm here for that. But yeah. So I don't know. They trying to make it seem like on her show, like because it's very sexy and all this stuff, like DeVon probably couldn't handle like that aspect. But I feel like if that's the reason why they got a divorce, then he probably like way more shallow than I thought, because that's literally like who she is. You know what I'm saying? Like she been Meagan Good, the finance Meagan Good, or the sexy Meagan Good,
the video vixen Meagan.
Yeah, like that's the been party her
Meagan Good.
That's been her
the original hot girl. Being real.
I mean, Meagan Good been that girl since we was in damn middle school. Like in Roll Bounce, she was the fine girl. Like, so I don't understand like that, but basically the video that I watched, and we're gonna remember to link it down below. The video that I watched basically said that he's been struggling with being like his true self, because in his marriage, and they showed some old like clips, but there's a lot of things that he said he sacrificed, like non-negotiables that were on his list for his partner, that he put aside because he loved her. Like at the time when they got married and when they were together, she smoked. And she smoked, I think, up until like 2 years into their marriage. And then she just decided to quit when she wanted to. But he always said that he never wanted to date or marry anybody that smoked. And then also just like, of course, like the sexiness, he also said he didn't want somebody in the industry. And so he felt like, or what they're suggesting is that like, because he had to do so many things and like I guess put up with it, he never really was living his authentic like truth or whatever. I don't know, but whereas she was always able to just be herself, because she still did the movies she wanted, she still dressed how she wanted to. They used to have all those uproars all the time about her. Like,
I remember when her news got lit. She was like, I seen those with my husband. Yeah, like she used to have her cleavage out. I remember they went crazy about that at the BT Awards that time. Yeah. Or like whatever, and so she hasn't had to do any of this stuff that he has, and so basically that made it seem like he's probably just changing. He's evolved like within their marriage, but after watching the video, I feel like they could probably get together like again later. But I feel like maybe they just weren't like mentally ready for each other or something. It felt like that kind of thing. And we also don't know what they might have been struggling with behind closed doors.
Yeah, true.
Not saying like this is their issue, but they've been together a while. They don't have any kids.
They're both 40.
You know,
in their 40s.
So we don't know what maybe demons or things that they were struggling with behind closed doors, and maybe it was just best for them to. But there's a lot of people breaking up right now, like
Lisa Bonet and the other fine nigga.
Holla at me, Aquaman. Holla at me, Aquaman.
He's
okay,
so
he's so fine. And then I just saw on the way here, Ryan Destiny and Homeboy are rumored to break up.
Who?
Keith Powers, Ryan Destiny and Keith Powers, the guy she been dating for the last few years. The guy from the New Edition story.
Oh, okay.
Don't be doing them like that.
I know who Ryan Destiny is, but Keith Powers, that baby.
Her boyfriend, the nigga she been with the last few years.
Hold on. I'm a pictures girl. Sometimes.
But they was just together for her birthday, but the article was saying that they're not together, but they're still friends.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he working? Like,
I haven't seen him in anything for real.
I know.
But I haven't seen her.
Besides, what?
At
she
the
still
Star.
on Grownish?
Oh, yeah, but Grownish been on hiatus. And she was only on there for a season. She's not on there anymore.
Can we talk about that? How come the girls don't be booking things?
Well, right now, I think it's COVID.
Yeah, after a while, they ain't gonna be able to blame every goddamn thing on COVID.
But also, honestly, I think that we're getting to. So this is my theory. Y'all stay here with me.
Go with me. I'm going somewhere.
I feel like we're about to hit this pivot with Black stories and Black entertainment again, where the market is oversaturated, but it's oversaturated with stuff that ain't even like it's not good. Y'all remember that time where it was like so many Black movies, like even if it was just hood movies, like, and we was always getting stuff, but it wasn't like that good. Like it's movies we don't think about now, but it was always, stuff coming out. I feel like 2019 and 2020 were really good, and 2021 even because we're in 2022. Those 3 years were really good because unfortunately we had those really tragic things happen to our people, and with
with police brutality, and
then people being stuck in the house because of COVID, and then Breonna Taylor, and then just all these things that happened within those 3-year spans, where it put kind of this negative image on how Black people were being treated. So I feel like during those 3 years, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, let's pour into this business. Let's do this. Let's fund this film. Let's give these people this platform." Now all those people had the platform, and it's like. But the content.
I do think because what does Black oversaturation mean? Like nobody says that when they talk about white people. It's a plethora. I mean, hell, every fucking thing is white. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that with us, it can only be like about 10 things going on at one time. But I do think that the content is the problem. Yeah. Like I do hate that, like even with the Harlem show, which was really, really good, but like we got Harlem, they had Run the World on HBO. Insecure is kind of the same like thing. Like I want us to like start being more creative. Like it doesn't always have to be the 4 women. Yeah, the 4 women in New York. Child, we ain't gonna be able to tell nothing to Tyler Perry.
Y'all let them man get that rich, and now he gonna be.
He made a show called Bruh.
I'm still stuck on that. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get it. Every 10 minutes, bruh. Man, come on, bruh. We gotta be bruh. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, niggas don't talk like that. Like, what niggas are you around Tyler Perry that talk like that?
Sometimes want us to be like more creative. Like, where the Black sci-fi shit?
That's why Lovecraft Country was so.
Lovecraft Country was really good, but even still, like sci-fi in 2022, because I'm kind of tired of seeing like the Get Out narrative where like our worst nightmare is like in slavery or like doing segregation. Like, can we ever be happy? Can we just have some normal romantic comedies or like romantic dramatic
what was that movie with Issa
shows?
Rae that was really like it was a breath of fresh air.
The Photograph.
Yes.
That was a really good movie.
It was just like
that was a really good movie. I love it.
Yeah, I love Lakeith.
If you have HBO Max, go watch it. But yeah, just like normal stuff. Like why can't we have like Black teenage movies with like the popular girl and like the nerdy one and stuff like that? Like just regular shit. Like
why can't we have a Black Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, like with Black doctors, and then Stop talking about them being black all the time.
Yeah.
See, I think that's the problem too. Like every time we have a black show, the plight of the show has to be surrounded about us in like black struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Just let them be black.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the world already can see these brown, black, light skin. We got weave, we got natural hair, we got hips, ass up here. Like you know what? Everybody knows we're black.
Yeah.
Stop saying it. Like sometimes the jokes are like you can tell white people be in the writing room sometimes. Like they be making woke jokes and like just have a normal show. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
A normal show.
And normal like scripts, normal actors, because a lot of times also when they get the all black shows, the actors are it's like all of us ain't girl this and girl, let me tell you. And I'm about to take my wig off. Don't make me take off these earrings because I can get ghetto. I be somebody like all of us don't act like that. Like,
yeah.
And the plight of the whole black woman and a black woman ain't happy until she find a man. I'm over that narrative.
I'm over that.
That's why I hate sisters so much. Like, I'm sorry. And I know maybe saying this, if Mr. Tyler Perry, you ever see this and that offends you, I'm sorry. I still would love to work with you.
Well, he ain't offended because he ain't brought nobody in to help.
I would love to help you revamp it and make it better. I would. So, you know, I'm just going to be honest. But I hate sisters because literally it's like this woman is successful at the top of her career and she can't even focus on that because she's too busy. Like, I need my man and I want the man and the man and he call me.
And I think what makes it dumb is when they write the characters like that, they make her, just like you said, she's successful in her career, but she's so dumb for men. Like she just does, like the woman ends up doing these crazy things just to get a man, and I think that's just dead. Like, and honestly too, like just as the world evolve and people evolve, the writing in these shows need to evolve sometimes from that kind of like thinking, because not all women nowadays are just sitting at home like, Lord, where's my man? They not. Like Tracy Ellis Ross been single forever, and if she has been dating, she did it like a lady because we didn't know, which we ain't need to know every damn thing.
We ain't never heard,
but she's still not married. She don't have any kids, and I don't never see her out here like, Lord, where's my man? Like every time you see her posting on Instagram, she on a solo trip, getting out of a pool, moisturizing her skin and having a good time. Finna go to work. Like, why does everything have to be so damn sad?
Yeah,
I get tired of it.
It's draining. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then it's like the messages it puts out there. So then you got people internalizing this, and you got people watching this, and it's like now you got somebody who already depressed or whatever, and they watching Tyler Perry's sisters to try to get away from it all, and you fucking throwing it all back in their face.
And you literally watching yourself.
you throwing it back on in their face.
Yes,
and like, not in an encouraging way, in a like depressing ass way.
Also, too, I think one of the like running things that kind of gets on my nerves about like those shows when it's the Ford Friends and whatever. I hate how everybody on the show have to be so promiscuous. Like, I think to a fault, because I know it's 2022 and it's like WAP and all this, and I get that, but I feel like we don't show people or we don't teach people about like their sexuality in a way where it can really be like honored. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody on all the shows, they meet somebody in a club, they go on one date, boom, they at home. And then they keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and they never find love. It's because you keep fucking the same niggas over and over again. Like basically. if you don't change, you're never going to find anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I think sometimes the shows need to be like woke, where it's like teaching women to have power and autonomy over their body. Like you can go out on dates and have a good time with somebody. You can go out on multiple dates and go out and have a good time with somebody. Because let's be clear, that's how niggas really open up their wallets. Okay, you keep your legs closed, they wallet to open up. Okay, stop fucking everybody on TV. That's my thing. Like, let it be one friend that's promiscuous and then one that's married, maybe. Or can we have one that's a single mom and then everybody ain't fucking in public on the train and then go out to eat? Like, that's old.
More real life. Real life.
Sex in the City gone, and they ain't even got Samantha on the show no more.
And the reboot is I don't even know it's very weird because
the reboot is weird.
It's very like watching what's her name get fingered in the kitchen was very interesting.
Girl, I was so Thrones.
I was like, I don't know.
And she was like,
like, yeah, I was just like,
she did that like she needed it.
I felt uncomfortable. And it's not many things that I watch that make me be like.
And what was funny was
I wanted to be like how my mama was back in the day.
The way that Carrie hopped up out the bed and saw it and was like, oh, and then she looked back to see if she really saw that shit.
What happened was at first she was like, you know what, I'm my business. Then she was like, bitch, this is my house. This is my house.
No, she was like, bitch, this my house. Y'all, that part
it's
was
very
funny.
weird.
That part was very funny.
And it's the fact that it's happening in the 50s. I think that's very crazy to me. It's like, and not saying that this isn't a real life story that you can't wake up and having a realization in your 50s, but it's just like these girls was doing all that crazy shit down Sex and the City. You mean to tell me you made it to your 50s and you and you like bitches?
I mean, but for her, she might not have, because that ain't never been something she considered. You know what I'm saying? Because, Miranda was always very much like, I'm going to law school. And, like, she was kind of uptight a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. So I see that. But, girl, but the moral of the story is we need something different. We need something different. Yeah. And I think, too, like, sometimes they want to be woke and put all the woke jokes in. They need to take more responsibility in how they portray Black people on TV, because that really is what people think of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I know every character not gonna be good, and every character isn't gonna be like, a saint or whatever. But I just think the way in which they show us could be like done with more effort and with more creativity.
Way more creativity.
Yeah, it's a show. I think it was on HBO Max. Don't quote me on that. Okay, I might link that below too if I remember. But they do a different like theme of a season every year, and it's called Love Life. And
okay. I've been seeing people talk about it, but I haven't gotten into it.
That's one of the best, like, romantic but dramatic, and had comedy with the friend and everything. Like, that was one of the best written things I've probably watched in a long time.
I'm gonna have to, since you said it, I'm really have to check it out.
Season with the Black people. Don't shame me.
Season 2?
No, so it ain't gonna be a season 2 with them. It's just like every season's different.
Every episode or just season?
Every season. So you're gonna get like 10 or 12 episodes of their story, and then it's just over with. Like next season,
but in there 2 seasons of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first season is like with a white couple. I didn't watch that, but it's not gonna throw you off if you don't.
Okay.
Why? Because it's not like related.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the best things I have watched in a long time. Like, I watched that so fast. It was so good. It was real life, and it kind of reminded me of like Love Jones a little bit, because they could never like get their shit together.
Yeah.
Like, they could never get on the same page. But it wasn't like, I don't know. It just wasn't written crazy. Like, it was really, really good. The jokes was good. Y'all, put that in your cheat sheet book.
I think it's when they don't try to do too much. Like, it's when you give people authenticity. Like, give people real life stories. Like, all of us ain't dating drug dealers. All of us ain't harboring fugitives. That is prayer closet. Oh my gosh. But all of us ain't harboring fugitives. All of us ain't dating drug dealers. Like, we all ain't living this dramatic ass Lifetime movie life. Like, some of us really just go to work, go home, and mind our business. Like, where's that girl on TV? That's why I think like people really resonated with Insecure so much, because it was like, damn, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, Issa wasn't, and that's what Issa wasn't fucking all the time.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we need to see stuff like that. Like, the girl who's not saying the right thing all the time, who doesn't always like do the right thing.
Who don't look
but she's
good
trying.
all the time.
Yeah, and too, the girl who isn't like traditionally pretty.
That part alone.
Not the girl with like all the ass, or like that's been pretty, or that's light skin, or got the long sew in. Like, the girl who got the short natural hair, who's dark skin and still beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, regular shit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
or in real life, shit. Like they show when Issa was broke and she didn't have nowhere to stay. And she was, and it wasn't I'm gonna go find me no offense, I'm gonna go scam, find me a BBD or
Yeah.
whatever, and get some money. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but like that's what insecure is more real life than getting.
Yeah, she literally had to just figure it out.
Like, so yeah, more
even
of that.
when she tried to be like, yeah, fuck these niggas, she was like, okay, but not really. Like she couldn't even do that for real.
Yeah.
Like, I just want better for us. That's how I feel.
There's more depth to us. Like we're so multifaceted. Yeah. Multifaceted. And like there's so many layers and like I'm waiting, and maybe I gotta do it myself. I'm waiting for the Black Harry Potter. Like like that shit will be so like. Come on, y'all, think about this. You talking about Black people? Like I'm thinking about hear this and don't steal this from me. We in Louisiana. But this gonna be
we in Louisiana.
But for real, because they said it's Creole and you got the hoodoo. Like think about like a boarding school in Louisiana set in the time, not even like slavery time, but like just different time. And they
maybe like something cool like the 70s.
Yeah, like they teach them hoodoo and voodoo. And it's like Harry Potter, but it's got that Black, just our thing on it. Like that shit would be magic.
Or put them in a world where there ain't no racism. Hell, if we're doing magic.
Yeah, could we?
Anything's possible.
Or can somebody come out? I know they ain't ready for this, but I'm still waiting on the show where they come out and they be like, what if the roles was reversed? And Black folks did exactly what white people did to us, and we showed them what was going on, but we switch it. So we showed white people getting whipped. Mm-hmm. We showed white women getting raped by black men and having these illegitimate kids, snatching the kids away from babies. And we showed them the actual terror and trauma that we have to live with every day. And I say we because that shit is passed down from generation to generation.
They probably wouldn't get nobody to come audition.
I'm just saying, like that's what I want to see. Like, write that shit up.
Since we want to tell everything else.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want new content. Like, I'm just, again, we said this on the first episode. Well, not the first episode, but a couple episodes ago. Like, we overseeing the same thing. We tired of talking about the same thing. We tired of having the same conversations. We tired of, like, we need new. We need fresh. We need, to be happy. Like, focus on the positive things. Like, yes, shit be going bad. Yes, you have bad days. Yes, this can go wrong, but like you breathing. Like you got a shirt on your back. You can get some food from somewhere. We got to learn how to be grateful for the little things and like start showing that being grateful for the little things is okay.
I mean, but even if not that, just show real life. You know what I'm saying? Just do better. I just feel like they be trying too hard. So sometimes it's not even a character, it's like a caricature of us. It's like what they think Black people do or how, you know what I'm saying? That's how, I don't know. But moving on. We had talked about Meagan Good and them, and it was gonna connect, but we kind of, went on.
Look, we got on our soapbox.
But basically this week it came out that Venus Williams said that she's still a virgin. And she's 41 years old.
I don't believe that.
Now, their family is supposedly, allegedly, because we don't know any of this to be true, but they're Jehovah's Witnesses. So that's why she said that she has, maintained that because she's waiting on her husband. Could you in a box?
No, I could not. I don't think so. I don't think I could. Well, if you ain't never had it, you don't know what you're missing, so maybe not.
True.
But I also don't think I could go that many years and not want to just see what the hype was about.
I mean, she's definitely had boyfriends too, so I can't imagine it not being, the mood don't hit sometimes. And
exactly.
I just do anything. But some people really strict about their faith.
And I was about to say, a lot of when you're doing it for like religious reasons and stuff like that, it's easier. Maybe it's a little bit easier to focus on that main common goal, and really give it your all. So
yeah,
I couldn't do it though.
Nah, I don't think that I could do it. I mean, in hindsight, I did do that for a while, for longer than most people I know. But it damn sure. I mean, 40? I'm in my 20s now, so it wasn't that damn long.
40? I just feel like there's nothing wrong with that though, but that's a long time.
40 is a long time.
That's a long time.
No, 40 is a long time.
That's a long time.
I wonder, Now, this is what I'm about to
And
say.
the life that she lived. That's the shit that I'm thinking.
But honestly, she probably, because she lived such a grand life. Now, if she would live one of them black show lives that we was just talking about, where all she did was go home and think about where's her man, you know, she probably would have gave in by now.
Yeah.
But they lived such a great life. You know, if I was a fucking millionaire, I probably wouldn't care either.
Staying 10 toes down. I ain't giving nothing up.
Like, you know,
shout out to Venus. That's admirable.
I do feel like it's good and bad, because I'm sure it has weeded out a lot of men that probably weren't good for her. Because I do think sex is like, it can cloud your mind a little bit. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure it's probably giving her a lot of clarity. Yeah. Like, you probably,
I just be like, really, how you hold out that long though? It's gotta be somebody you liked and y'all was kissing and you was like, ooh.
Well, just because she had sex, I mean, I didn't do like any foreplay. So
yeah,
maybe she did
everything but penetration, I guess. Maybe.
A lot of people be trying to hold out and do it in the yams.
Not in the yams.
In the yams.
I mean,
can I get that in?
Live your best life. I ain't judging. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Nah, I don't think that's my ministry.
I could not do it.
I don't think that's what I.
That's for me in my house.
Y'all can do that, but that's
40 years. I would like to try. Not like saying I want to try, but if I if I had that spiritual awakening and I felt the whatever, I would try. But I really don't think I would be able to make it. Not no 40-some years.
Not 41 years.
40-some years, and you ain't had no
41. I want to go back and look at.
And at that point, I'd be like, I ain't having kids, so I need to at least get to meet.
But you know, in hindsight, if you look at Venus and you look at Serena, like, you can tell they're both really different though, because like Serena kind of seemed more like homegirl, like a little bit more like, I don't know, homegirl. Venus seemed a little bit more like she homegirl too, but you know, that's your homegirl who be doing weird stuff sometimes.
Well, she's older too, I think, than Serena. If I'm
she correct. Is, but I'm saying, like, I feel like Serena would be at the club with us, and then Venus would just stop by, like, when we do brunch or lunch or something. She's giving those kind of vibes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
but she's been through a lot too. She's had like a lot of health issues and things. So maybe that just has made her more like reserved.
Maybe so. Now you see, that right there was the perspective I needed.
I'm just thinking, like, you know.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, but. Yeah, I don't blame her. Like I said, if I had money like that too, and I don't really need nobody, either a nigga gonna respect it or he not.
And like you said, that probably gives you some good mental clarity. All that time and no sex.
Baby, I'm putting a notebook.
You probably seeing crystal clear, 4K.
Ooh, vision. Vision.
Look, 4K. But look, we gonna wrap this up because I had already checked this weather app, and y'all know we live in the great, wonderful state of, well, I don't know if I can say all that for KIV.
Yeah, she don't have my vote.
We live in Alabama, but we ain't down here kissing our cousins and all that y'all think on TikTok and whatnot. Y'all be trying to drag the fuck out of us. Y'all really be trying to drag the fuck out of us. And I promise you, Birmingham, give us a couple more years and we going to be Atlanta. They want to be Atlanta so bad, and they're gonna be Atlanta. Love Atlanta.
Said Birmingham going to the mother top.
Okay. It's a lounge opening every week. Woodline got a lounge now. Who would have thought it? Not me.
Put your vest on.
Look, what's that video? Who would have thought? What, that guy on Hot Ones? Who would have thought we would have been here? Not me.
Not me.
Not a lounge in Woodline.
Maybe.
No offense to Woodline, but I'm just saying. Maybe. A hookah bar lounge.
Baby.
But yeah, it's gonna storm tonight, so y'all be safe out here in these streets. The weather been crazy. Omicron is still out here. Y'all out here really teeter-tottering and playing and tiptoeing and thinking y'all immune and invincible and thinking
she said it all.
Y'all play with this shit if y'all want to. Y'all think that just because this and that, man, it affects everybody differently. Y'all. So please just protect yourselves. Please. Wear your mask, wash your hands, be clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
And you know what else is? Hitting the like, subscribe, and follow button. Share this with someone. You can follow us on Twitter It's right here on the screen. See, we have lower thirds now, girl. At _ triple B PC. You can follow us at the same handle on Instagram. I'm Jessie _ Monique with 2 E's on Twitter, 1 E on Instagram.
And my Instagram is at the real Abianyana. And then my Twitter is _ Abianyana _. Period. And subscribe to the YouTube. Y'all have been supporting us and we appreciate it. Keep please sharing the videos and sending the links to people. And I think our followers are pretty much match our following and followers pretty much match. So shout out to y'all for keeping the following us. Because I remember when we didn't have no followers. So I think we got like 250 now, which to me, you know, that's a good little. We still working. We working on it. You know, when we hit that first 1K, that'll be great. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye. Hold up. Say it again. Bye.
Bye.